All right, y'all, come in and join the debate. So earlier this morning, I said that I felt like Drake was out here. My love, don't have your hand like that. Hold on. Okay, it is. Drake was coming through, swinging, embodying people. And I posted it online. And my husband was like, girl, why you out here embarrassing me like that? Like, no, he wasn't. So okay, hold on, y'all.
I said Kendrick was killing him. You keep talking about him bodying people. I said Kendrick is killing him. That's what
it don't matter.
No, you just said bodying people. That's plural. I said Kendrick. He hasn't bodied Kendrick. So you can't say people. I didn't say nothing about other people.
He was bodying Kendrick included.
Kendrick,
Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure my connection good. It's raining out here. I hope y'all can hear us. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all can hear and see us good. This is real impromptu. My husband, he don't understand my logic behind things. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to word it differently. Keep saying people.
Okay.
My statement.
Let's start from the top. Okay, y'all can hear me good.
And I said Kendrick is killing him, so I didn't mention other people.
So, as you all know, Kendrick and Drake are battling, going back and forth. It was J. Cole in the mix too, but I'm guessing J. Cole didn't want no smoke. He bowed out gracefully. So now you got K.R.I.T and Drake. Now, me personally, I'm the type of person that values a nice cadence. I like nice beats. You know, I like punchlines. I like bars. I like roasting. Like, to me, you have to have all of that in order for me to be like, oh, okay, we on to something here. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like personally with Drake, he had that nice little recipe going to where he had the bars, you know, he had the beats, he had the cadence, you know, he was able to make it catchy, make it a bop. Like, to me, I like that. But my husband over here, he's a original hip hop head, you know, like he be really in the trenches with it. I ain't got time to be in the trenches with it like that, you know. He's gonna be the type that's gonna pay attention to the words. He wants the double entendres, like. No, I do.
So you can't say that and then act like Kendrick didn't just go over people's heads and give you the best punchlines and bars.
No, he did.
He destroyed. The only thing that I will give you is Drake with a beat, one beat. Because that Euphoria beat was nice. I will give you the last one that Drake did. That's the only thing, cadence-wise.
Hold on, y'all.
Switched it up. Drake was rapping the same. And then the push-ups was AI. So what type of cadence?
Wait a minute, that was AI.
That was AI generated. Like, Drake cadence wasn't impressive. Kendrick changed his flow several times. So I don't understand the argument. Kendrick was more versatile, more diverse with everything that he did.
Let me just put it like this.
Like that.
I'm gonna put up the poll for y'all so y'all can vote like who y'all think.
You know, need to vote. This is like.
But listen.
This is crazy that I even got to be explaining this.
My husband say I was embarrassing him by saying that Drake won anything.
That's embarrassing because the criteria you just gave, Kendrick killing on all of them.
When did Kendrick have a good beat? When did he have
that Euphoria beat is not. Drake had one nice beat. That push up was trash, and that was AI. The flow was horrible. The cadence was horrible. That push up flow, that push up cadence was not nothing to where I should be like, oh, he killed him on the cadence. That's crazy.
Hold on, my love. You ain't listening.
That's crazy. I'm listening to what you're saying.
I'm not done.
That's crazy to say his cadence is blew Kendrick out the water. That's crazy.
Listen,
was crazy.
We're not done.
Versatility. Kendrick switched up his flows, changed. Man, he did way more than Drake did. So to say cadence is crazy.
Listen,
if you prefer Drake, that's one thing. But to say that, give a criteria.
You didn't let me finish.
That's wild. You said bars, punchlines, You come on, man. Like really?
Let me finish.
There's nothing. There's no conversation.
So, Eric is speaking facts. Hold. Y'all not let me finish.
They don't need it. Drake only
Listen.
only women out here vouching for Drake, and y'all don't be listening to bars like we do. So we know.
My love,
y'all.
you not let me finish.
Because we don't.
I'm getting ready to ask you a valid question.
Drake makes music for y'all.
Lord
so
have
y'all
mercy.
vouching for him. This is
They
fine.
say Kendrick killed him.
Exactly. This is what I'm trying to. I'm in the community.
Euphoria beat was fired.
That's what I'm trying. I'm in the communities, man. You the only y'all women don't. Y'all need to just sit out the conversation. Seriously. Like,
No, because it's some women that agree that.
I don't care if they
But
agree or
listen.
not. We, for the most part,
My love, can I finish?
Let us men talk about this because this is ridiculous.
Let me finish. Eric the smartest in the room. Ho. Listen.
I'm trying to. You the one talking about somebody. This is not gonna go well.
But y'all not let me finish.
There's nothing to say. Say whatever you gotta say.
Okay.
It's not gonna change.
So I'm listening to, again, beats, cadence, punchlines, catchiness, wittiness. I'm listening for, you know, the low blows, the cheap shots. I like all of it. To me, you have to have a combination. When I was originally listening, and this is before I heard what Kendrick dropped last night or earlier this morning. Listening, heads up, I'm like, you know, I'm feeling Drake a little bit more on this, you know. Now I'm not gonna lie. Was it Euphoria when he was talking about you don't know nothing about that? Is that Euphoria?
Man, yes.
But listen, I'm not done.
It's ridiculous.
Now at the end, towards the end, I'm gonna get to y'all donations. Towards the end of Euphoria, I was like, damn, okay, he eating them. But the overall stretch and span of the song, I was not feeling it. Like I was bored.
You're taking too long to explain something that don't even need to be explained.
Okay, let me put it plain.
You missed a bunch of.
Let me put it plain.
You missed a bunch of punchlines in Euphoria. You talking about punchlines and bars?
No, he had the punchlines and bars, but it was still boring to me.
I'm going to give you the dude got quotables. I'm going to give you quotables from the song, man. He said he make music that electrifying. Drake make music that pacifying. Man, when he was talking about he representing the culture, you don't understand. Kendrick was speaking just how we feel about Drake. That line right there. Drake make music that pacifying. Kendrick make music that electrifying. You know how many of us be talking like that and having these conversations? Man, Kendrick literally spoke on behalf of all of us brothers that feel that way, and we had these conversations. It's the chicks that fool with Drake. This is what he talking about, pacifying. Drake is fitting into that agenda, man, feminizing these dudes. And that's exactly what Kendrick was talking about. And he was talking about that on Meet the Grams. Man, Kendrick went so far with folks' head, exposing agendas and everything. He killed that man. This is what I'm saying.
You not let me finish.
Beginning of the song.
Listen.
You repeating yourself. It ain't nothing to say. You ain't giving us no lines from Drake's song. You not because you can't. You finna just give us the catchy hooks.
No, I'm not gonna give you.
I'm gonna give you lines.
I'm gonna
everything.
When it comes to Drake, I like how I can directly pinpoint what he said. I'm not gonna know the line.
But I'm saying that makes
or the bar.
Song, but it makes a diss song when you know
that
the
is
lines.
true.
When No Vaseline came on, we rap every word. When Hit 'Em Up comes on, we know every word. Kendrick gave me quotables. I'm not quoting anything from none of them Drake disses. I promise you. And I listen to all of them religiously. I'm quoting stuff, man. Kendrick gave me line. He said, man, headshots, you better walk around like Daft Punk. Like, my goodness. And then he got a YNW Melly line. That was crazy. I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. The dude shot his friends, man. Like, this dude had lines that was going over folks' heads.
It probably did.
But I'm saying this is what makes it diss songs quotables. Not just you like Drake in his flow. You ain't quoted nothing from it. You don't remember nothing. You just
he said something about you trying to be
something about it. I'm giving you the exact line. I'm giving you exact bars of what Kendrick said. Man, that Euphoria, this dude was going crazy. He was going crazy. Man, you probably pop ass with him. Talking about him and Sexy Red, man. Like, come on. This is how we
I'm
feel.
not saying that.
Man,
I'm not saying Kendrick didn't eat them up. I'm just saying from an overall collective.
That's what I'm talking about.
I wasn't feeling it.
That, man. Like, this is what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you that the consensus is gonna be Kendrick is killing this man. It's not even up for debate. It's not. This is something that's not even. When people say opinion based, like this is not that. It's clear in the water. The polls have been stated. it's unanimous out here. Kendrick is killing this man.
My love, hear me out.
And I'm not even a big Kendrick fan. You done been around me long enough. I don't go out of my way to play Kendrick, so you should know that this ain't coming from a Kendrick stand perspective.
We know that, but you also hate Drake though.
But he didn't want.
But you hate Drake.
No, incorrect. So you can go back to my college years, and these dudes will tell you that I played Drake. And when Kendrick said it in the song, he said, I fool with Drake when he did the melodies, but I don't like it when he started acting tough. That's exactly when I stopped listening to Drake. Go back to college.
Now, I'm going to be real.
When he came out, when Drake first came out, now see, you talking about letting people finish.
I'm sorry, I'm going to let you finish. I'm going to let you finish.
When Drake first came out, that's when I was fooling with, just like a lot of them. Big Sean, Drake, all these dudes, when they first came out, rocking with him. Then they started acting weird, started trying to act tough, and I stopped fooling with him. So now I got a track record of listening to Drake when he first came out. So that's incorrect. So this ain't coming from no hate. That's why I said Kendrick said he was speaking for the culture. That's right and exact. Because that line, that bar right there, when we like Drake with the melodies, now we acting tough. That's speaking for people like me. We used to listen to him, we don't now. I'm trying to tell you, Kendrick killed him. He was literally speaking on behalf of a lot of us that feel that exact way. So it's that this ain't.
I feel that way too.
This is not a conversation. This just is not a conversation.
My love, but you're not listening to
me. What do we need to listen to? I heard what you said.
No, you didn't.
This is we talking about diss songs, and you can't really give me bars that he said. But you say I like bars and punchlines. But you're not. It's a diss record. You know, I can go back and hit him up, and I can give you stuff that Tupac said. I can give you what he was saying. I can go to No Vaseline, and I can give you what he was saying. Like, this is what makes a diss song mirror. It's a diss song. So you got to remember the diss is.
I'm gonna read y'all super chats, and then I'm gonna get further into what because y'all not letting me finish.
You keep saying the same thing. I like bars, I like K, but you're not giving us any of that. It's nothing for you to say. If you're not gonna give us the bars and the quotables, there is nothing for you to say other than what you keep saying. You said it 2 times already. What you like.
Listen.
It doesn't matter.
Bobby says, I'm with Eric 100%. My brother's right. This is a very interesting perspective on people's views and psychology of music and culture. That being said, D is entitled to her opinion. I respectfully disagree, though. But hear me out, okay? Me, I'm going to be honest with you. I like a nice vibe, a nice flow. I like when I'm able to catch a bar, catch a punchline, you know, a metaphor, you know, I like all of that. And something that's going to keep me entertained, you know, I can dance to it, bop to it. I'm going to be real. When it came to Kendrick, yeah, he had some bars. Yeah, he had some stuff that went over your head. He had the double entendres and all that other bullshit. Yeah, but I was bored.
Don't call it no BS because it ain't that.
I ain't saying this bullshit. Okay, let me put some respect on it.
That's exactly why we saying what we saying about him pacifying. Y'all want to go twerk at the red light. So y'all want to diss song. Y'all want to diss song that y'all can twerk to. That ain't what this about. So again, this proving Kendrick's point. The man, the Drake is liked by the women, which is cool, but this is not what a diss record is. I don't want to shake my behind and hit him up. You know what I'm saying? Hit him up, put me in warrior mode. No Vaseline, put me in warrior mode. I don't want to twerk.
Hit him up.
Hit him up, puts me in what man.
Hit him up, you can bomb too though.
You get grimy, like that's a grimy song. Like when we hear hit him up,
but you can play hit him up at the club.
You the only one that think you can't do this to Euphoria. Like you not literally. We are listening. I played Euphoria thousands of times, and I done worked out to it.
Hold on. Splash guy say women like Drake because he makes shake your ass music.
Exactly. That's what Kendrick is saying. Like Kendrick said, man, that pacifying. I'm trying to tell you, this conversation is.
Hold on, listen.
You need some other women in here to get on your side because dude's not gonna feel that.
Listen, John Till says Drake tried to get credit from Tupac work. That's like me wanting for Bo Jackson running the ball. Eric will get that. Do it for yourself. Listen, y'all don't let me finish.
You keep saying the same thing. You keep telling us what you like. You just said the thing. You said this 3 different times. Every time you say we're not letting you finish, you say the same thing. So we are letting you finish. You keep repeating yourself.
Y'all not. Bobby said the same reason some women are picking Drake over Kendrick right now is the same reason Rhapsody isn't as big as Meg Thee Stallion.
That's exactly the point. That's exactly why a lot of them.
Now y'all are eating me up.
That's a reason why a lot of them.
Y'all eat me up. Okay.
This is the problem with y'all. This is the problem with women. This is exactly what we're saying. Because y'all, when it comes to marketing and stuff like that, they target women because that's who spend the most money. So this is why the culture is the way that it is. We can blame the women just like they blame the men. That's where all the money is spent. That's why they target women, and y'all be liking that garbage, and that's why that garbage be on it. That's why that garbage be marketed.
hold on.
We just won't shake your ass music and twerking at the red lights. But this is beef.
But I also like messiness.
This ain't what this is about. And it got messy with Kendrick.
It got messy with Drake too.
It got very messy with Kendrick.
Hold on. Ho.
Man, look, this is fact. This is why they
y'all are eating me up
this
though.
Is why they target
Bobby said I give Drake a point for family ties. Otherwise, Kendrick won overall. What you say?
He only get the point. He would have kept that point if Kendrick didn't drop right after him. And again, I didn't even get into the whole spiel of strategy. Kendrick wins purely based on strategy alone. To drop right after this man drop Family Ties is genius. Kendrick wins just off of strategy, playing chess. Like he outsmarting Drake. Like this is ridiculous. He winning on every level, lyrically and mentally. Like he's outsmarting the dude. He's out coaching Drake. Like literally, he dropped his track. But he didn't even give you time to resonate with. He didn't even give you time to sit with the Drake. He said, "All right, boom, I'm dropping right now." Who's done that? Nobody has done that. So Kendrick is outsmarting the dude too. Like, come on now. If anybody else would be doing this type of stuff, y'all would be like, they geniuses. Kendrick is a genius. He said, all right.
Kendrick would have been, to me, it would have been probably a landslide if Kendrick gave me something to bop to. Okay.
But that ain't what this is about, man.
It's about all of that.
No, it's not a diss song.
When it you brought up Hit 'Em Up. Hit 'Em Up can be played at the club. I
can go play. Listen, because I'm in the hip hop community, I can go No Vaseline. I can go with LL and Cannabis. You ain't bopping to none of that. But this
you can't bop to that. But Kendrick,
LL and Cannabis, you don't even know the songs I'm talking about. With LL and Cannabis.
I probably do. You just don't. You ain't saying
it ain't about bopping though, man. We not twerking. Y'all want to twerk and all that. This ain't what it's about.
The main line says, "Sorry, Nika, we with Eric. That's Drake done called us slaves twice. This hip hop versus hip hop. We with K.R.I.T.
He the gold dust of rap music. That boy sweet, and that's what we make music for. You know what I'm saying? Like it just is.
Hold on, y'all.
Gold Dust, man. Y'all know who Gold Dust is? The wrestler. That's who Drake is in the rap industry. He's that.
Not Kendrick gave him an exorcism. Hold on, y'all. Let me. Are y'all listening to me?
You saying the same exact thing. I'm trying to spare you the embarrassment because you keep repeating yourself.
First of all, you can't embarrass me because I'm gonna stand on business.
It's a point in time where you just admit you wrong, or you just admit you just like somebody. This is just wrong. You just got a preference.
Oh my God.
And that's it. But as far as just judging,
how is my opinion wrong?
Because this ain't opinion based.
This is opinion based.
Judging this fairly.
Listen, but the thing is, they not. My love, you know that
you going strictly off of the same things you keep saying you like. I'm telling you, Kendrick has done that. Whether you just don't like the man's voice or not, I don't care about.
I do like it. I just didn't like the beat. I was bored.
You not giving us. You ain't gave us nothing from Drake. Like nothing. And Euphoria, we can go vote down
okay.
the whole Euphoria.
You want to pull up the lyrics?
That I don't need to pull them up. I know Kendrick lyrics. You got to pull up Drake lyrics because don't nobody know them. Ain't nobody quoting them. You just know the little catchy part. So if you pull up the lyrics, that proves my point. Mm-hmm. I don't have to pull up. I quoted Kendrick without pulling it up. I don't need to do it.
But here's the thing with me though, my love. You know I'm not good with like.
Nope, you remember playing songs.
If I hear them back to back,
you remember playing.
No pun intended.
You remember playing songs.
If I hear them back to back, but I'm talking about off of one listen. So you listen to Kendrick's song one time and you got quotables.
One time and got them quotables, especially the Tupac line. You ain't finna let a Canadian nigga let Pac turn in his grave. Come on, that's my boy. Yes, I'm finna remember that.
Okay, y'all.
Come on,
hear me out.
I'm into that. That's lyricism. Of course, I can hear something like that one time and got quotables. That's why I went back and played it because I'm like, did he just say that? Let me hear that again. Like that's what make you go play it again. Because I heard so many quotables, I need to hear them again. That's my replay value is hearing the quotables. If I don't hear quotables, I do just what I did to Drake. I'm like, man, I don't need to play this no more because I got everything the first time I heard it. I didn't have to make sure I heard something correctly. I played Drake thing one time, understood everything, didn't need to go back. Kendrick, I'm like, hold on, did bro just say that? Did bro just say this? Let me rewind that. Let me dissect this again. Make sure I'm not tripping. Make sure I ain't missed that. That's what that right there is crazy. And you just listen off of just being unique. The way he presented all of that is cold, especially the 616 and the relation that has to the Euphoria joint. Like that's crazy. Just even when you dig into that, it's crazy.
What is that?
I'm saying, man, the show that we used to watch, Euphoria, it literally dropped on June 16th. June 16th, man. Like that, like the whole man, come on, it's a lot to it. When you start even tapping into beyond the surface. Kendrick even gave you surface bars to where a person that fool with Drake type of lyrics, they can get that and it resonates. Boom. Then he gave you stuff to beyond the surface. Man, he destroyed that man.
Now, can y'all let me finish? Hold on. Angry says Drake's best move was using the Tupac AI voice, but that backfired on him. The only way he could win now is trying to shoot Kendrick for real.
No, the only way that he can win is by dissing somebody else and focusing on them. He's done. He can't beat Kendrick.
Bobby said, if there is legal proof that Drake is a X-ring diddler, it's a rap. Go listen to Element if you want to dance. Link drop or nah. I don't want no link drop.
Drake's best bet is to diss somebody else.
Hold on.
He cannot compete with Kendrick.
Corey said, Eric, sit her down and talk to her like Sandra. Talk to her like Sandra. Oh, he talking about Drake mama. Shut up. Hold on, y'all, because what y'all not gonna do is eat me up like I don't. Hold on. The one Mr. Ham says Family Matters was Drake's best shot. He's done. That's it. That was a good song.
And he gave it his all and still he's taking L's.
Listen, y'all not hearing me out. Wesley says, D, I'm about to put you in Crown Head jail. Hold on. Before you lock me up, hold on, y'all. Y'all doing too much. GFS says Euphoria 616 and Meet the Grams killed Drake's entire character. Now we know he has a daughter and predicted his moves in the bars too. But did y'all let me finish?
Yes.
No. Because I didn't even give y'all. I didn't even, because I got a valid question to ask y'all. Seriously. KC says no. Kendrick Lamar gave us quadruple entendres. It's just what Drake asked for on Tailor Made. LOL. Oh God. Here y'all go.
Yep. I ain't even getting into all that. But this is what people ask for. This is Drake. Kendrick is serving you what. It's like there's so many ways. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Like this ain't even painted.
Hold on. Wesley says you talk red pill stuff, but Drake has been exposed for being a pookie that preys on broken women. We look,
and then the agenda he's carrying out is literally goes against exactly what we talking about.
Listen.
Drake is the epitome of that agenda. He's the mascot.
Listen. First things first. Allegedly, that is not. That's not. We don't have the evidence to really back that up like that. Now, if he is, okay, he is. I'm not defending that. I'm going based upon what I deem to be what needs to be calculated in and configured into something making you be propped above, yeah. Beats, cadence, delivery, bars, punchlines, the shots, like all of that. I'm not getting into the, he really did that. We don't get, let me put it like this. When we're talking about battle, we're not getting into the character of it. We're getting into, okay, is that a valid line? Did it land? Like we don't get into, I can't. That's just like saying I'm not going to say that Kendrick won because Drake exposed him for marrying or being with a mixed woman, and I'm a black woman, and no, I'm not going into all that. I'm going into, okay, did it make sense? Was it a punchline? Did he deliver it good? I'm not getting to the personals of it all. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Omni says, females like Drake because he is all about feelings and emotions. Men like Kendrick because he is analytical and logical.
This is literally what you're looking at, feminine versus like, because I'm trying to tell you, like this is, you might as well just, you trying to prove a point, and you saying the same exact thing.
But I'm not finishing.
You keep saying you're not finishing, but what are you saying? You're not going to convince us otherwise.
I'm not trying to convince y'all. I'm giving y'all my perspective.
You have given us
I'm not done.
The same thing. What are you saying?
Logic says the good brother Eric is speaking facts, D. Hold on. Actually, he's speaking opinion. Okay. First things first.
These are factual statements.
Now hear me out. Based upon what my standards are, initially I'm like, damn, I feel like Drake kind of got it. Now, if y'all want to go into who has the best quadruple entendres and all of that and all of that, yes. But if we're going based upon my complete criteria of what I deem to be what makes something to be great, you know, then I had to get it to Drake. But this is where I'm saying, y'all not let me finish. But when I listened to Kendrick's diss last night, I said, damn. He kind of ate his ass up with that. So my question to y'all is, and I know y'all disagree with me, but if, in my opinion, Drake was winning, and then all of a sudden Kendrick comes through with a triple wham body slam, put him in the grave type of diss track, is it fair to say that, yeah, Kendrick won? Coming from my point of view, if I feel like, for example, if I feel like Drake won, let's say 3 out of 4 rounds, but then in the last round, Kendrick knocks him out, can I say that I feel like Drake won? Or is it like, no, then Kendrick, he won then, even though he got beat 3 out of the 5 times? Like, that's my question.
Man, I mean, you just let me talk here, because this is sounding terrible. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. First of all, he did not beat Kendrick. No, I'm saying
from my perspective.
And then even in boxing, it don't matter if
how would y'all classify that?
I'm about to explain this to you. In boxing, you can win all rounds. If you get knocked out, you lost the fight.
Okay, that's right.
So
okay.
It don't matter, but that ain't even happened though. But in boxing, you could be winning 7 rounds, you get knocked out in the 8th, you lost the fight, you lost your belt.
Okay. So then Kendrick won then.
He was winning before that. He
was
won after that.
Not in my opinion.
That criteria you said is literally what Kendrick did. Like, it's crazy. This is like the battle. Speaking of battle rap, this is people that's in the culture. We do this. Like, it's Loaded Lux and Calico. That's a battle that sums up what Drake and Kendrick just did. If any of them know about Loaded Lux and Calico, that was a great battle. But at that last round, Loaded Lux took that man to church and school and killed him. That's what Kendrick literally just did. Like, this battle was literally just on wax though. It was literally that. Like, come on, man. Like, the people that's down with the code, we ain't even thinking about this. This is simple. We've seen way more complicated battles than this one. This is quite easy to me. This don't take no.
Well, in that case, then I feel like Kendrick won.
We just giving Drake credit for that song he just dropped. First of all, Kendrick gave this man a verse. And it took this man Drake, a week and a half, 2 weeks to give us that push-up joint. So we had to wait for an AI track. We had to wait a week and a half for you to respond to a verse for an AI track. Like, that's how you take the L just off of that. This man gave you a verse. It took you a week and a half, and you respond by giving us this AI garbage. So you take your L automatically off of that. The only W that Drake gets is the effort for the song he just put out. But Drake turned around and Kendrick turned around and smashed that. So there is only one. We only giving him an A for effort for that last track he just did, and that's it. And Kendrick turned around and tore that up. Chess move. So this, in no way is this winning Drake's fake. No way. Because first of all, somebody gives me a verse and it takes me a week and a half, and I give you an AI verse, and it ain't killing your one verse. Kendrick didn't do a song. He did one verse that sparked this, and Drake came back with an AI song in response and made us wait a week and a half, and it was whack. Come on, man.
This guy.
Kendrick just gave him a verse. If somebody give me a 16, I can turn around and have a 16 or a song from the next day. We had to wait a week and a half for his ghostwriters and his AI machine to work properly and give us the push-up joint to respond to a verse.
Hold on.
Man, my man's Kendrick, this is ridiculous. Like, I wasn't even the biggest Kendrick fan before this, but now he done converted me over. That's how good this battle, this how good this was. This how impressed I am with Kendrick. So
now you a K.R.I.T.
Big time.
Oh,
this is how impressed I was with what just happened. So this is letting you know how real that just was what he did. That was impressive. I haven't seen what he did. Like, you got to understand, like, we people that study the culture, like, this was we haven't seen what he just did. I'm impressed with that. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with what he did. I'm impressed with his strategy. I'm impressed with the way that he went about that. Like, it was calculated in his code. Like he got this stuff in a chamber. He was like, man, you're not gonna get one up on me. I'm staying ready, so I don't have to get ready. It's genius what he doing, man. I can't do nothing but respect what he did. But Drake made us wait for AI and all that type of stuff, man. No, there is no. The only point Drake did for me is the one he just did, and that's it. That's the only point, and that is not better than Meet the Ground.
Let me finish. GFS says, "I see you in Sexy Red. You see Two Bad Bitches was classic.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, Meet the Grounds.
Plus,
Meet the Grounds broke him down in almost a dear letter format. Plus, the beat switch killed.
That exact beat switch, he just changed up his flow. Like, I don't know what you talking about. That man said you might pop ass with him. Like, man, this man came out with a song with 21 Savage. I can't talk to bro boys. Drake is just sweet. And he lit that line. I'm talking, man, Kendrick that gave us all of the quotables, man. We gonna remember the things that Kendrick said.
Hold on, y'all.
Like, man, that man said you might pop ass when Drake definitely looked like he do that. And when he said he what the culture feeling, Kendrick was not lying.
Now, can we give Drake some credit for being able to take a jab and a shot at all different dudes on one track?
That's like giving kids participation trophies. I don't care that he did that.
Like, to me, that's impressive. Like he trying to take shots at all of y'all. Come on now.
I don't care nothing about that. He's taking it. He cannot. Bar for bar, Kendrick is the
The one Mr. Ham said Drake's now the new Diddy and may get arrested soon.
Like this is letting you know the consensus. Everybody is saying
look, y'all already confirmed. You already broke it down to me to where now I can understand that I would say that Kendrick won.
We are telling you before.
We're
telling you beforehand that was still, if Kendrick was still winning. This
no,
is
he
what
wouldn't.
we're telling you.
No, he wouldn't.
To women. So y'all again, which is part of the problem. You don't understand that this is part of the problem. This is the problem that men have. The same stuff that I'm telling. When Kendrick said he was speaking on behalf of the culture, we are trying to tell y'all that this is our problem. When you say stuff like Drake was winning, that is the problem that we have, and this is why society is how it is. Because y'all want stuff that people can shake their ass to, man. Nobody want nobody to think.
Look, I want to shake my ass. I want to think.
Problem. When y'all got all these positions,
I want to say, "Ooh, that's T."
No, but when y'all are in these positions of power, y'all are dumbing down society. So when you start saying things like, "Oh, we need something that we," I
need all of
y'all. No, you're not. You are prioritizing dumbed down music. Kendrick gave us literally. You can take a poll. 80-90% of the people gonna say that Euphoria beat was nice. 80,
I don't remember the Euphoria.
80 to 90% of the people gonna say Kendrick flow and all of that was nice. All the stuff you just said. If you take a poll, 80-90% of the people gonna say Kendrick had all of that.
Euphoria, that was the one he just dropped.
No, that was Meet the Grounds.
That was Meet the Grounds. Yeah, I like Meet the Grounds. Euphoria was boring.
If you take a poll, you understand. Kendrick literally predicted this, and this is what the men are saying. This is part of the problem. Women are contributing to the dumbing down of society by saying stuff like we need something we can bop to.
We need all of it. We need all of it.
Then you're going to have Sexy Reds. You're going to have all these folks creating this music, and this is why this stuff is popular.
That's what I said, though. My whole thing is I need a combination of it.
It's not. But
in my opinion, Drake delivered the best combination of it. Now at the end, he got knocked out, so then he won. According to you,
this ain't according to me. This is not me.
No, I'm saying according to how you broke it down to me, I would have to conclude that Kendrick won because he delivered the knockout.
This is why we break down. Listen,
let me read the comment.
There's certain conversations that women y'all just need to not have.
I'ma have
hip hop culture. This is us. We be in this culture predominantly. Like we are trying to tell you what's going to make it. See, this is why the world has shifted, and this is why it ain't shifted for the better. Because y'all trying to infiltrate things like this and say this is what we need for this record. When no, that's not. No.
Michael says everybody wanted T. Cool. Drake said K.R.I.T beat his wife. Cool. K.R.I.T said he, hide kids, a predator. Forget Bob. Explain, Drake.
That's what I'm saying. It's deeper than
now Drake do got some explaining to do, but that's what I'm saying. On that Meet the Grounds, to me that was the the knockout.
It's a time and a place. What you don't understand is this criteria doesn't apply to everything. We got different sections of music. There's a time and a place for somebody to make a bop record. There's a time and a place for that. You know what I'm saying?
I want a bop, and I want to.
You don't need the bop every time, so it's a time and a place to get your point across. So you got to understand this. At some point, you got to take your criteria out of it.
Well, I did.
This is not bop music time. This is
when I listen to Meet the Grounds. It wasn't. That's not no bop.
But again, obviously
but
gotta
he
go back
still
and listen
ate.
to Euphoria because this stuff. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what we trying to tell you all.
Lord have mercy.
You know what I'm saying? Euphoria was cold. Meet the Grams.
I gotta go back and listen.
Meet the Grams was just a knock, like just icing on a cake. But Euphoria was it for us. Man, I didn't play Euphoria. If I check my phone, I didn't play Euphoria so many times. It's ridiculous. Because of the bar, man, because of everything.
Oh, so you did listen to it more than once.
I got the quotables after I listened to it. I just listened to it now because I like the song. I put that on the gym playlist. Like, that's how good that song is.
It's on the gym playlist?
Literally. But it didn't take, I'm listening to that the first time, man. I'm like, yes, sir. That's why I listened to it.
GFS says 20 versus 1, and it's 1 versus 20. If I gotta go against you and your ghostwriters and Joe,
some more quotables.
My AI telling my sixth sense telling me to off him was bars.
They all quote Euphoria. Like, literally quoting the same song. So I don't know what you, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Euphoria, he went in.
Deadly Raver says Drake ain't got the skill to step to Ken and start dissing. Them lyrics hit Drake so hard his beard just went missing. But what about when Drake said, now I got a quotable for you. What about when Drake said, you know, I want to be like Bobby and know what Whitney wants?
See what I'm saying? Like,
that did sound kind of weak.
That's what you
but
that's what you quote. Like, that is garbage.
Mama,
I'm just saying, like, that's what we quote. Like, that's what you gotta find. It took you, how long we been streaming? It took you that long to come up with that one quotable from a Drake. And I done quoted about 7-8 bars, and they done quoted about 10 more. It took you 40-30 minutes to quote that. That's my point exactly. Drake has lost.
Always Just John says Drake shot in the crowd while Dot was shooting directly at him. Most people who like
it's gonna be direct.
Most people who like Drake only like the beat, not the bars. I like both. Don't do that.
Man, I'm
telling
you, you don't understand. We've been waiting on it. He said he's speaking for the coach. All these men, we got the same feelings. We are trying to tell you what Drake.
So how y'all? Okay, so what about when Drake came through? It's like you try to be so pro-black, but then you got this mixed queen. You know what I'm saying? You talking about, you know, mixed boys and all of this, white boys but your son look just like me, nickel. So what's up? You know, I mean, let's come on. You know, like I said, I can't quote bar for bar, but I can give a gist of what he said. Amen.
You can try your hardest.
John Till says Drake is teary-eyed and punching the air right now.
Like old boys in the hood. Like Cuban, like what was Cuban Good? Punching the air like dude and boys in the hood. That scene, they need to make a meme with Drake. Put Drake face on Cuban Good and punching the air and boys
y'all
in the
ain't
hood.
Shit. Hold on.
That's exactly what's going on right now. Like, that's horrible.
Freedom's March says your husband is correct, ma'am. Drake got destroyed. Drake's writers don't got a chance. Drake needs to stop while he done. No credit to Drake. So y'all not gonna give Drake no credit.
He didn't write. We all know he is admitted to that. He don't be writing his own bars. So the fact that that's even, and I didn't even get into that. The fact that he didn't have other people write this and still taking his L is even more embarrassing. It's just embarrassing on so many different levels. It's ridiculous. Like, this is ridiculous. This is like a Tyson fight back in the day. Like, this is just not. It's no competition. None.
Bobby says Kendrick calls himself Oklahoma. Is that how you said it?
Yeah.
Oklahoma, and he also shouted out the 5%ers. This is deeper than beats. He psychologically broke that man down with bars. Now, I do feel like he did knock Drake out with that last one. I ain't gonna lie to you. He did, you know. So according to the breakdown of what my husband said, you know, it don't matter that you, in my opinion, won other battles. If you didn't, you know, knock the other person out, then, you know, yeah, you didn't win. So I would say then that Kendrick did win. If y'all gonna go based upon that logic. I just didn't know how to really see that. Because to me, if you won 3 but lost 1, you would say that you won. But my husband say no. In boxing, if you let that knockout, then yeah, you lost. It don't matter what other rounds you won. So in that case, I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it to Kendrick. But if we wanted to go, in my opinion, based upon the holistic approach of everything, I was giving it to Drake.
You cannot tell me that you think push-ups was better than Euphoria. There's no way you can sit here and tell me that you think that push-up song.
But you keep on saying that I can't consider push-up because push-up was not just.
But you keep saying the dude was up 3-1, so you by your logic he won.
I'm just giving an example.
He was up, so if he had to be up, he only dropped that song, and Kendrick had them. So you by default you are saying that song was better than Euphoria because you saying Drake was up before that knockout punch. So you are telling me that push-ups put this dude over Kendrick when he dropped Euphoria. That is wild. That's what I'm trying to get you to realize.
I thought it was cute that he was able to.
Cute. Wow. This is why Drake. That's what I'm saying. This is exactly what we expect. Drake was cute. What in the world? This is why this is exactly like this is that's it. That's it. That
why did I say that word? I thought it was nice that he was able to tackle so many different people on one track and still give like nice little punchlines and nice little roasting.
If you're going to say, I'm going to need you, if you're going to continue to say nice punchlines, I'm going to need for you to, if you don't remember these punchlines, then there's nothing nice about it. Because if I'm telling you somebody dropped some nice lines, I'm quoting the line because it's memorable, it sticks out. I'm not going to paraphrase it. We giving you the literal Kendrick lines. So when we say Kendrick drop bars and punchlines and metaphors, we give you the punchline bars and metaphors. We don't say Kendrick drop bars and then you be like, quote him. And you be like, he had said something about he don't like how he dressed. No, we're going to give you the exact way that he rocked it because it's memorable. It sticks out. Drake did not give us that.
Beats by Bless Zone Album Music said his whole family in the last diss. Plus, he dropped the diss record an hour after Drake dropped his. K.R.I.T got too many real bars for that white boy.
This dude can lost on the mental.
Y'all ain't shit, man.
On so many levels, don't even make. He just need to just turn his attention to somebody else.
Now, I will say this. This why I'm gonna go ahead and have to, according to what y'all saying, I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it to Kendrick because I don't really know how Drake can respond after that last one. I don't know. Like, it's a lot that needs to be addressed. We need to, because I heard that Drake had came through. It was like, oh, I don't have another child and all this. Like, he addressed that publicly, but you're not going to address the sex rings and the.
Part of that. That man we trying to meet the grams. He was exposing the agenda. Like, he did that in Euphoria. Kendrick, matter of fact, we got to start watching Kendrick. This how deep that joint was. Like, we got to keep our eyes on what they try to do to Kendrick. First of all, Rick Ross' plane just crashed. And you know what I'm saying? He trying to joke and say Drake was behind that. So you got to pay attention to weird stuff like this private jet. Rick Ross' private jet crashed or whatever. And he was joking and saying Drake was behind that. You got to start watching that type of stuff. Man, Kendrick said a lot in that song.
He did.
That was exposing some real stuff.
For real.
And Euphoria, he did the same exact thing. But he got deeper on that one. Like, I'm trying to tell you, this thing is deeper than rap, man. He put people on notice. So again, when you start watching Kendrick, if Kendrick's career started doing some weird stuff, you already know what's up.
Yeah,
he put people on game.
Okay, so let's go deep for a second, because this was something I was thinking about. So we are coming to the conclusion that Kendrick won, right? Okay, got that out the way. So now I want to get into what's his name? J. Cole. Do you feel like J. Cole was privy to the fact that maybe Kendrick had some very damning information, or he was going to maybe be able to expose certain things that J. Cole didn't want to be public or released? Because for him to bow out so gracefully so soon, like, to me, that spoke volumes. Like, J. Cole, you may not want to go heads up with K.R.I.T. He got some stuff on you and Drake, so you might want to just go ahead and.
He said that Euphoria. He said he see two of the ghosts kissing and hugging on stage. He talking about J. Cole and Drake. That's why I know you ain't listening to them.
No, wait, what?
He said that's what he was talking about when they say 3-person shooter. He literally said that in Euphoria. You see 2 of the ghosts kissing and hugging on stage. Drake and J. Cole's on tour together. He's talking about the tour, them kissing and hugging on stage. So that's just surface level. So yeah, he probably got some dirt. He probably got some stuff on Cole.
Because that's what it's giving to me. It's giving like, hold on, J. Cole, let me holler at you.
But
I heard K.R.I.T got some real grimy shit on you, bro. And I know you're trying to keep your image squeaky clean, and you know you on your kumbaya, higher self, elevate, enlighten type of tip. So you might want to bow out of this because he's gonna expose some real nitty gritty shit that's gonna really damage your whole reputation and your image. So you might want to go ahead and polish this up and make it cute. You know, there they go that word again, my little cute. And so I'm starting to think, especially with this last diss track, I'm starting to think that maybe K.R.I.T got some real deep informants. Because first things first, did y'all see did you see the picture that he had? Yeah, he got some real deep informants. So I wouldn't.
It ain't even about it. Like they was cool. Like they came up together. Like him and J. Cole got songs together. Like they cool. So he definitely knows some stuff just from being cool with him. Like it ain't like they was not once cool and talking and stuff like that. Like they been cool. Kendrick and J. Cole got that song High Power. Like they got music together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick and Drake they ain't been beefing. So this dude of course knows some things. But anybody that's out here touring with Drake and stuff like that probably participating in some funny business. So Jake, that would not surprise me.
Y'all think J. Cole out here doing some funny business? I'm just saying, y'all.
And Kendrick, people don't understand, man. Kendrick camp is like that. People, if people know music, man, Kendrick camp is J Rock, my boy J Rock.
I like J Rock.
Ab Soul. Like these dudes, man. Ab Soul, one of the deepest rappers on. Like man, like come on, man. Like it's like they don't want them problems. Like they don't want them problems with that camp at all.
They said the industry is funny. Okay, so let me end my poll and see what y'all said. Who won?
And Ab Soul have been blackballed by the industry plenty of times. So I already know some funny business going on. So you got to watch Kendrick. Kendrick's career might do some weird stuff here. Too.
It might, because he really did say some real deep, heavy shit. And I'm going to lean toward it being true.
But then even before that album he had dropped, man, he was on some Israelite vibe. Like he didn't been on, like Kendrick didn't been on some, he didn't been alluding to some stuff, man, like to where they tried to Kyrie Irving that man. So he didn't been talking.
So I asked y'all who is winning or won the battle. 81% of y'all said Kendrick and 18% said Drake. And that was out of 627 votes. So 81% said Kendrick won, 18% said Drake. Look, y'all intimidating the Drake people because I ain't seen no Drake person say nothing.
Because they all women that don't want to be caught watching your channel. That's it. I'm trying to keep it real. All that 18 is women that don't want to be exposed to watching your channel. That's the women that's watching but don't want you to know that they watching. That's who voted for Drake. I'm telling you, ain't no dude or you already know. I ain't gonna go there, but it's them type. That's who voted.
My love don't even.
That's who voted. That's who did that.
So I ain't got nobody that's here for Drake. What a man that's here for Drake.
I can show you where they at. They not in this. They ain't in that chat.
My husband trying to call the man who here for Drake rainbows. He ain't shit.
Okay.
Just because they think Drake won, don't mean they rainbow.
I can't talk to broke boys like they be on. I'm trying to tell Kendrick said he was speaking.
Maybe he don't want to talk to broke boys.
Said that is the most feminine bar on the planet. Like
my love.
Dudes be on that type of time. Some women would say that's Megan Thee Stallion them say that. That's Cardi. That's a Cardi B them line. Like that's who say them type of lines.
My love, so you want to hang out with some broke ass dudes who always gonna be in your pocket asking you for rides, asking you.
The song sounded sassy, saying I can't talk to broke boys. That is a feminine line. I'm not gonna rap about it. I'm not gonna put it in the bar like that. Like Jay-Z them didn't put it in bars better than that. That sounds sassy how you said that. That's sweet. I can't talk to broke boys. That whole joint is sassy. Come on, man. Like,
my husband ain't shit, y'all. He ain't shit.
That's sad. The way he said, you talking about cadence. The way he said that was sassy.
No, when he say that though?
That's his song with 21 Savage. Broke Boys. Literally the name of the song.
Okay, let me make this abundantly clear. I like the old Drake. I'm talking about the Drake where he was singing and all of that. Like
the Drake Kendrick said we like.
Yeah, I like. I'm gonna be
Drake.
honest. Like I do not like Drake anymore. Like I don't listen to his music. This within this battle has been the best that I have heard Drake in years. Okay, so let's make that clear. I don't like the new Drake. I do like the old first came out on the grind Drake. You know, I like that Drake, but this new Drake, I don't like.
And for what you just, this is further, everything you say confirms the point.
Oh, they coming through my love, showing love.
When you say that's the best I've heard Drake in years, that's horrible.
That's the best I heard Drake in years.
And that's terrible. This is exactly what I'm trying to tell you. This is what I'm saying. It's horrible.
Michael says Eminem won Drake too. Interscope deeply connected. Notice Interscope never lost a battle. 50, Eminem, and Kendrick all were victorious in their beefs. Yep. Big shout out to Sportsman. Excuse me. It says, Anika, I hear you, but Eric is right. Down. So, okay. But Eric is right. Kendrick won, and I'm glad you get it now. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to go ahead and say that Kendrick did win because he did body him on that last release. And I really don't know how Drake would be able to come back from that. I don't. How do you come back from that? Because here's my thing. If Kendrick is releasing that type of information and he's not even going deep into it, he has to know more.
You missing the big point.
Nigga, you need to shut up.
Strategy.
I wouldn't say a damn word. I wouldn't say shit else to Kendrick if I was Drake, because what he said in that last diss track, Meet the Grams, you can tell that was only scratching the surface, and that was a lot. So come on, Drake, just bow out. That's why I'm saying I'm gonna have to go ahead and say that Kendrick did win, even though I do feel like Drake won some battles.
You gotta talk about battle. You gotta use war strategy, tactics, methods, like the way he dropped something strategically after my man's. Best believe that ain't gonna be his only tactic. This dude is literally using war tactics in this battle. So you best believe if Drake say something, man, he hit him with the 8 Mile joint when Eminem knew what Papa Doc was gonna say. Like Kendrick this is calculated. That's why I say this is genius. The way he's playing it, like mentally, he is killing my man. He's out coaching Drake. He's out maneuvering Drake. He's out thinking him. Like literally dropping that. Like you don't understand how historic dropping a diss record right after somebody disses you is. That you don't like. I'm trying to tell you, when you study the culture, be a part of the culture, that is historic. That's monumental for that man to drop that Meet the Grounds right after Drake. He almost dropped it. If you listen to the song, it almost dropped. For however long Drake's song was, he almost gave you that whole entire time and then dropped the song. So he literally almost timed it perfectly. Right when y'all done with Drake's song, my song dropped. Literally, right after I had heard Drake joint, his joint had just dropped. So he almost literally perfectly timed it. Everything about that is genius, man. You not giving my man's credit just for the mental work that he put into this whole battle. Like you overlooking that.
Yeah. Skinny Boy says Fleece Johnson ghostwrites for Drake. Who the hell is Fleece Johnson?
That's one ghostwriter. Drake got about 1,000 ghostwriters. That's one of them.
Y'all better stop.
Yeah, need to stop. We know.
Thunder Scorpion says, as a battle MC, Drake can cook K.R.I.T. It's not over. There we go.
Can. Keyword, but will he? No. Because K.R.I.T.
Do we have any more Drake supporters coming
through? He's not
through?
a Drake supporter. He's saying he can. He didn't say he did. You got to look at the wording. He didn't say he said he can cook him.
Okay, that is true.
Because my man's commented on something else. I know what he think. I know Thunder Scorpion. He didn't comment and let me know where he stand. So he ain't no.
Torenzo says Drake is a manufactured character. If you all don't realize that, completely stop listening to what you call music. Game over. Drops the mic.
Yeah, I'm trying to, and that's what Kendrick was telling people, and that's how the culture feels. When he said the culture, talking about people like us. Like that's exactly, this is how we feel about what Drake is doing.
Dusty says you can't win when someone is writing your raps. That is like asking my brother to fight, then go around telling people I won. Drake is a whole crusty clown without the fanfare. Y'all ain't shit.
I mean, this is probably one of the easiest decisions I've had to reach in.
Chicago Rilla says it's not over, but Kendrick is surgically dissecting this man. Drake ego won't let him chill. Family Matters was hard, but Kendrick is how you say this word? How you say this word, my love?
What?
There you go, maniacal. 2 disses in one day.
That's
Sheesh.
what I'm trying to tell you. Like, this is unprecedented. Like, what Kendrick is doing is historic. Like, this go down in the hip hop history.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this: do y'all feel like Kendrick already had these things pre-recorded?
That's the point, though. Like, that's staying ready so you don't have to get ready. That's war. Like, that's perfect strategy. That's the point I'm making. So that means he already know what Drake gonna say before he says. So he already got the stuff pre-recorded. That's genius, man.
Or now check me out. That's why I'm saying we gotta go a little deeper with this. Outside of me feeling like J. Cole got a heads up, like, hey, he got this in the tuck. You may not want to do that. I also feel like maybe some of Drake's ghostwriters could be some leaks. Like, look, just so you know, when we do respond to you, we're gonna be saying this, we're gonna be saying that. And so K.R.I.T probably like, oh, okay, I got you. Y'all gonna be trying to touch base on my family? All right, I got you. And so he already got it in the. That could be something. It could be his ghostwriters are leaking information, his close people on his team leaking information. You just never know. That's what I'm saying. You got to be careful, man.
At the end of the day, don't matter. This man got the stuff loaded, locked and loaded, ready to go. She's locked and loaded. It don't even matter. Like 2 disses in one day, locked and loaded. So he ain't even giving you. He's not even responding to the track. Like, he still got time to write something to the track. He dropped that joint after the track, but that wasn't even his written response. So that wasn't him listening to the song Drake dropped and then sitting down writing and responding to it. He literally dropped his response already done. So he can give us some in response to that if he wanted to. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, the dude, the way he's moving is genius. It's genius.
Thunder Scorpion says K.R.I.T is being surgical. Yes, he was ready.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is war. Like, the way he's doing it is the way this is the way you defeat an enemy. Like, he's hitting them from all type of angles. Ambush attack. Like, I'm talking about, he didn't read. I know what books he didn't read because of the way he approaching this situation. And that right there, you just win.
Jay Butler says Drake can't cook can.
See how we gotta phrase it? Can.
He said can't.
Oh, can't. But see, well, there is that. You know.
Hold on. Ghost says Drake won. Best believe he got a lot more on K.R.I.T. Okay, we got some Drake people coming through. So hold on now. We got some Drake. We got some of that 18% coming through.
Ain't nobody worried about that. The consensus is what it is, man. Ain't even, like, I'm not even.
You supposed to be taking a nap. We got you up. Look, me and my husband, we was in here talking about it. I said, you know what? Let's do this live stream so we can get the people opinion up on this, because come on. And my husband like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. You first things first, early this morning, he's I'm embarrassing him. I'm like, what? Terenzo says, watch Black Magic 363. Red and blue pill is deeper than people think. Michael says 616 in LA was the warning OVO working for me. What you mean?
See? We ain't even finna get into all that.
What's that? What do you mean, my
Keep on scrolling.
Yoda Khan says, if Drake responds again, Kendrick will drop something that will force Jay Prince to come to his rescue again.
Or Farrakhan. I said he's finna have to get Farrakhan. And you know, Farrakhan is the peacemaker. That's
not Farrakhan.
He's gonna have to get on the phone with Farrakhan. That's what's gonna have to happen. Farrakhan gonna have to stop this.
Lord have mercy. Like I said, if I was Drake, I would just shut up, because clearly, Kendrick has more in the arsenal. I would be afraid. Like, you talking too much. And like you said, my love, I do feel like Kendrick may want to be careful with this, because best believe Drake is not at the hierarchy of this. This goes way deeper and way above Drake's head as far as X rings and trafficking and all of that. Like, he might want to be careful. Lively Cut says, Kenny turned into Bruce Lee. Bruce Leroy. Y'all ain't shit.
He turned in all that.
Y'all be playing. Lord. So do y'all feel like how I feel as far as like J. Cole getting a warning or a heads up, like, hey, cut this shit. He gonna expose this, and this. You don't want to be part of that. Do y'all feel like that? You feel like that, Noel?
I mean, when you like I said, when you out here touring with Drake, you part of you doing some funny business. So
you think so?
More than likely, there's some dirt on his name, and that's why he want to get into this mix. So I'm not.
So y'all don't think that? Hold on, let's take a poll. I'm taking another poll.
I would have rather seen that.
J. Cole can be a little boring too, though. Hold on, let me see. Start a poll. Why do you think J. Cole bowed out? Because he got a heads up on K.R.I.T, or because he is being peaceful. You know, because he tried to play that whole air of, you know, I'm just trying to be peaceful. It didn't sit right in my spirit. You know, I was up all night. It bothered me. Do y'all think that that's legit, or do you feel like, nah, he got a heads up and he got scared? Y'all let me know. What do you think? Why do you think J. Cole bowed out? Oh, shit, I ain't trying to do that. I'm going to put something else. Start poll. Y'all here clowning. Drake will French kiss her. What? What the hell are y'all talking about? J. Cole started the beef again. What you mean? J. Cole back in the beef? Hold on, I'm confused. Jay Butler says J. Cole wouldn't have bowed out if it was him versus Drake. Probably not. Court Beasy says, if you Google does Drake have a love child, read the first article about him getting a bottled waitress girl pregnant. Now, I did see that. So do you believe he got a love child that's hidden? I'm going to be honest with y'all. I really do believe everything that Kendrick said in that diss track is true. I believe everything was true. I think everything that he said could be validated. Absolutely. Otherwise, he wouldn't have said it. And to me, that is what is going to keep Drake from saying anything in response. That, in my opinion. Like, oh, nigga, I got real tea on you. I got real factual information on you. So you might want to shut up. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Dusty says, fools saying Drake can cook, make their ribs in the oven. Kraft macaroni and cheese ass. Talking about he can cook. Microwave ass chef. Dusty.
I feel that same way. Did Drake make music for the dudes who twerk at the bus stop? Like I'm trying to tell y'all. That's his twerking at the bus stop. That's the dudes listening to Drake. That's who we make music for as far as the male population.
HJM says, at the end of the day, these grown men out here catfighting and spilling tea, and I'm here for all of it. It's entertaining. Let me see. Did I get all of y'all? Lively Cut says, okay, I got that one already. And again, big shout out to you, sportsmen. Look, y'all, I'm here for the tea. I'm here for the beef. I'm here for all of that. You know, as long as y'all can keep it on records and not take it to the streets, I'm here for it. You know, you ain't got to get all violent and stuff. But with K.R.I.T releasing this kind of information, I don't know. Do you think it's going to escalate more?
I mean, you got to already look at this. I just said, look at Rick Ross. Rick Ross came out with a diss track to Drake. Now all of a sudden, his private jet crashed. Like you got to look at little simple stuff like that. That's already happening, man. That stuff ain't no coincidence.
You don't think so?
And he joked about it. He joked about saying Drake was responsible behind it. But you got to understand, like, man, They talking to you. Like, they put the truth right in your face. Rick Ross coming off as a joke. Like, it's probably truth to that. This ain't the first time that Drake has been rumored to having somebody off.
Yeah, I heard.
So this stuff ain't no rumor. Like this.
But do you feel like it's that deep to Drake to get rid of Rick
like
Ross?
What Diddy done did?
The lemon pepper stepper?
How many people did Diddy had? Diddy had some of his best rapper alive off.
Yeah. El Tana says J. Cole low-key discovered Dot and told Dre about him. Okay. Let me see what y'all saying so far. So a lot of y'all feel like he got a heads up. That's why he bowed out. And for like it's neck and neck. so far, 37. No, it's tied now. 37% of y'all are saying that J. Cole bowed out because he got a heads up on Kendrick. And then some of y'all are saying something else. And then the other half of y'all is saying, he want to be peaceful. So for y'all who are saying something else, what do you think that something else is? Y'all let me know. I feel like he got a heads up. I don't feel like because as an MC and you're trying to solidify your spot at the top, you're not just going to bow out like that. You're going to want to go bar for bar. You're going to want to show and prove your skill, that you're the best and all of that. So to me, it's given, let me bow out of this because this could get real nitty and gritty and ugly. And I don't want certain things exposed about me personally over a beef. That's what I think. Because other than that, like, why would you bow out and say, oh, this is just bothering my soul so much? Like, come on, get the fuck out of here. I don't believe that. Skinny Boy says Drake wears barrettes in his head and nail polish, and men are out here supporting him. The new generation is a damn shame. I'm moving to Wakanda. Look, y'all.
Kendrick said he was speaking for the culture. This is how we feel.
Look, y'all. And I'm with y'all. Like, that is weird. Okay, for a grown-ass man. I'm not going to defend that. However, if we're keeping it on the bars, the beats, the cadence, the shots, and that's what we're basing this upon.
Kendrick still win. This is the point where what we're saying here. You keep making it seem like Drake just killing him.
I'm not saying, but I'm saying, in my opinion, he did embody and encompass all of those different components that I deem to be valuable.
I don't understand this cadence thing. Kendrick literally changed his flow up. Drake rapped the same that whole song, minus the fact where he was semi-harmonized. Like, you being like, I don't understand cadence because Kendrick was versatile with his flow. Like, it don't get better than what Kendrick did from an MCing perspective. So you say you judging something and you using cadence as part of your criteria, but Kendrick literally embodied what cadence, like mastery of cadence, because he changed his flow. He had a versatile flow, and it was on point. It wasn't off beat. So, like, when you say cadence, like, that don't make any sense, because Drake literally, it was one dimensional. Like, it wasn't nothing to Drake's cadence and flow. Nothing spectacular. It was regular Drake. It was literally just regular Drake.
No, this was better than regular Drake, because Drake been falling off.
The Broke Boy song I'm telling you about, like, you don't know it. Listen to that song, Drake flowing the exact same.
Terezo says, folks choosing Drake. Imagine us getting deployed to Iraq, knowing I've been there, done that. At this point, I think you should go to war without me. Can't trust you no more. Yep. Incoming bomb. I feel it. Antoine coming through with that 100. Hold on. It says, Mr. Dan, we already know it's 20 versus 1, and everybody dissing Drake to regain relevance again. Kenny diss was dope, but back-to-back set a new standard for diss tracks. Drake equals facts. Kenny equals subjective. Overall, this battle is good for hip-hop. I'm with my Scorpio brother, though. Damn, so y'all not feeling me at all. Now, I already said Kendrick won. We all agreed that Kendrick won. Even though in my opinion...
First of all, to respond to that, Drake didn't set no new standard with his back-to-back record. Kendrick just set the bar by releasing his diss right after somebody else did. So he just overlooked. Kendrick set the new bar. Kendrick dropped a diss record right after Drake dropped a diss record. That's the new bar. Drake ain't set no standard. Kendrick set the new standard. This is what Dude just overlooked that whole thing. Kendrick set the new standard. If you ain't releasing your disc right after somebody, you ain't war ready. Because that's what Kendrick did. So Kendrick set a new bar. He didn't follow Drake's bar. He set his own bar. That's what Kendrick did. That's why I'm saying what Kendrick did is magical. It's ridiculous. So you can take the Scorpio and all that Zodiac stuff out of that. Kendrick set a whole new bar. Kendrick set his own bar. He didn't follow Drake's standard. He said, I'm going to drop my disc right after your disc. That's being unique. That's being different. So what is my man talking about? Kendrick set a whole new bar. He didn't follow Drake's blueprint. People finna follow Kendrick.
But my love, you a Scorpio.
I don't care about that. I don't want to be affiliated with that. And I don't care about zodiac signs. That don't mean nothing to me. P. Diddy one. Diddy is a Scorpio. I'm not affiliated with that. I don't care when you was born. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't with them. I don't talk like that. You don't be a part of none of that.
So you ain't down with your Scorpio brothers?
No.
But you fool with Thunder Scorpion.
What? That, you see, that's a great bar. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what?
Yeah,
I fool people that makes. I fool people that's cool. I don't care about no zodiac signs.
My love a whole Scorpio. He need to be down with Drake, man.
And Diddy, so I need to be down with Diddy. Because
Nah.
Diddy's a Scorpio also. I ain't down with none of that foolishness, none of that nonsense, none of that garbage. I ain't associating with none of that.
I'll be back on that. Keep talking.
Man, I don't even know what I'm talking. What am I continuing to talk about? You just gonna leave me in this thing, man. I don't know what people talking about. I can't even see.
You ain't gotta see.
I do need to see because I ain't finna keep talking about Diddy and Drake, and then I get your channel shut down. I don't fool with none of that industry nonsense. I don't care when these folks was born. I ain't riding with nobody because they a Scorpio. I ain't riding with Drake. I ain't riding with Diddy because they Scorpios. They foul. They part of this industry nonsense, and they doing some strange things for some change. And I ain't with none of that. You know, and I'm glad somebody is revealing these things and exposing that nonsense. You know, I'm always here for that. I applaud that. Got time for these cornballs. Drake been pushing forth this agenda for a very long time. He is a big part of the feminization of men. Like, you know what I'm saying? A big part of that. Big part of that.
Mama, so
Big part of that. They have used Drake to push forth that agenda, and that's what they have done. And this is why I fool with what Kendrick said what he said. This is what the culture feeling, because I felt that, because that's what I've always been saying. I've been saying that. And again, you can tell them folks off of GP that I don't go out of my way blasting Kendrick. So you can tell these people that this ain't no Kendrick bias. This ain't coming from a lifelong Kendrick fan. I'm more of an Ab Soul and J Rock fan before I was a Kendrick fan. You know what I'm saying? I listen J Rock and Ab Soul. Them were my dudes in that camp before I was even tapping into Kendrick like that. So this ain't no lifelong Kendrick fan. He just converted over to being a top dog Kendrick fan for what he did.
Hold on, my love. Let me ask you this. Cause you just went in on Drake. And again, big shout out to you, Antoine. Big shout out to you, Sportsman, but I appreciate all of y'all, okay? Let me ask you this, because you just said that Drake is a part of the effeminization of men. Do you feel like that's the case, or could one argue that he's helping men to be able to express their softer side, more sensitive side?
The feminization of the black man. You can however you want to phrase it. They're express their softer side. The feminization of the black man. I don't want to hear that. You can sweeten it up how you want to sweeten it up. What he is doing is help push forth the agenda of feminizing the black man.
But how can you say that, but then at the same time turn around and say, well, I like the melodic Drake. The melodic Drake was the soft feminine, in tune with his feminine side, nature.
Look what they listen, because again, I can go listen to melodic Drake just like I can go name a bunch of other individuals that I would listen to. We listen to R&B, like we listen to this type of music. But when you take somebody like that and then you try to make this dude act hard, and then you try to again double back and put that agenda back in it again, like that's a problem. That's what he was doing. You wasn't listening to this man this whole time, man. You gonna have this. All right, if this the type of music he put out, I'm a Joe Budden fan, and you know this. Joe Budden is one.
Joe Budden has some bars
before Drake. Like
Joe Budden was really talented. Y'all slept on Joe Budden.
Him and Drake had this beef, and Drake admitted to being influenced by Joe Budden. So I'm a Joe Budden fan. So there is a way that you can express yourself, and we can listen to it to where we don't feel like it is is pushing forth that agenda. Joe Budden is a prime example.
That is a good
example.
It's
a prime example. And again, him and Drake had they back and forth. And Drake admitted to being influenced by Dude. And you can tell his early work was influenced by somebody like Joe. But then once he started trying to act tough, that's when he started dressing weird. When Dude was like, I hate the way that you dress, hate it. When he started doing all that, that's what I'm talking about. Just like Big Sean. When Big Sean first came out, cool. Then the mainstream guy. And he coming out with songs, ass, with Nicki Minaj. Like you, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Let me read the super channel. Dusty says Drake only entertains people with first grade level of understanding of hip hop. That may be true because I'm not in the trenches as far as like being a student of hip hop. I'm not. It says I'm not blessing no ninjas that went to Degrassi Junior industry plant. Drake would never fly back in the day. Lord have mercy. Y'all are eating my ass. Pause. Y'all eat me up though. Like, as far as driving y'all points home. Okay, y'all making some valid points. But I just needed y'all to understand what my thought process was initially. Initially, my thought process was, okay, if I'm looking for somebody who got bars and nice beat selection, and I can groove to it, and they got, you know, the punchlines, and they taking cheap shots. Like, that's what I felt Drake initially was doing, and that's why I was giving him, you know, the W's. But with this last one, I do feel like K.R.I.T put Drake in the ground. So I guess I would conclude that he won. That's all I was trying to say. That's why I kept saying, y'all not letting me finish.
You have said that 20 times. It's the same thing every time. To the point where we're trying to get you to understand is you're saying his push up joint. If you literally gave a criteria where Kendrick annihilated that man, you are saying you might as well just stick with saying beat. That's it. And Euphoria beat is nice. But if you want to just say the last joint Drake dropped, his beat was better. Cool. But when you start saying cadence,
and Drake had switched up too on that last one. He went from this beat to that beat, switched up the flow, took the cheap shots, and he had some melodic tones to it. So let's not.
The way Kendrick switched up everything in Euphoria was crazy. If you gave a criteria from a hip hop perspective, if you get the top lyricists, if you get the top MCs, the most well-respected artists on the planet from a rap perspective, they will give Euphoria a 10 out of 10. I followed them, like they literally are giving that almost immaculate scores across the board. Like that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like you push up is not going to get a 10 out of 10. Like this, and you are saying
drop and give me a 50. Drop and give me.
And this is the point. That's it. But you keep making it seem like the reason why that song is better is because of Punchline. No.
Punchline and he was bodying 10 niggas at one time. Come on. Come on.
Again.
Come on. We gotta give Drake his credit now.
The whole criteria, but if you put them neck and neck, Kendrick is gonna have more wins on that. His cadence, all of that push up was not impressive.
Sleepy Casual says Drake's daughter name is Eternity Joy. Ice Spice friend Baby Storm said on X 2 days ago that Drake tried to Harvey Weinstein Ice Spice. Look, like I said, when it comes to what Kendrick said on that last diss track, I believe everything he said was true. I think everything that he said in that song could be verified, validated, cross-checked, cross-referenced, and then confirmed. I really do. Otherwise, he wouldn't have said it. And from what y'all are telling me, Kendrick is very analytical. He's going to be very logical. He's going to cross his I's, dot his T's. He's going to be methodical with everything. So you cannot tell me a person like that is not coming with actual information. You can't. This is not hearsay. This is not, him just gossiping and, pillow talking. I really believe everything that he said in that last diss track was true. I really do. I absolutely do. And that's probably why we won't hear nothing else from Drake. Do y'all feel like Drake is going to come back with something else?
He gonna respond.
You think so?
There's too much money in not responding. In responding. He gonna respond. He ain't gonna just be quiet.
Let me end the poll. So I asked y'all what y'all know I spelled think wrong. I said, what do you think? Lord have mercy. Look, I promise I don't have sexy red education. I said, why do you think J. Cole bowed out? Okay. 38% of you all said because he got a heads up on Kendrick. 32% of y'all said something else. And then 29% of y'all said because he is being peaceful. So that was pretty much neck and neck, but the majority feels like he did get a heads up. So do y'all think that Drake is gonna respond? I think he would be wise not to.
Man, the dude already said his ego. Like, man, ain't no Drake is not a person of that stature. He's not about to sit around not responding, man. It's too much. He's not gonna do it. He's gonna say something. He's gonna get his ghostwriters. He's gonna use AI, and he's gonna try to say something. But Kendrick already got stuff in the chain.
Now, wasn't Mood Music?
That's Joe Budden.
Joe Budden. Is this y'all in the chat? Who got Mood Music 1? Eric Bell, dog. He be spitting knowledge and facts. I don't know if that's them or not, but they name is Mood Music.
I mean, yeah, that was the name of Joe Budden mixtape series.
Is that what it was? I did like his mix, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I am not somebody that is a studied hip hop head. Like I don't know nothing about that.
That's where we try to tell. That's where our frustration lies when you try to break this down to us because we know this. So we try to tell you as you don't understand how serious this is for some of us.
Oh damn!
That's like a sports conversation, sports debate for people that play sports, watch sports. Like we take some of this serious. Like so when you admit like that, I really ain't there. Like then we don't. But
I still got a good ear for music and metaphors, punchlines, simile. Like I still got an ear for music.
Keep saying that, but Euphoria, that was what Euphoria literally was. Like, just let me know that you would have missed half of what he said in that. Because that the Meet the Grams was the personal attack. Euphoria was the punchlines and the metaphors and all of that. That's like literally. That was this whole criteria you gave. Euphoria was that. That was like it was gonna lead into the personal situation. He didn't even really get personal on Euphoria. It was all punchlines and all that type of stuff that I mentioned. But like that's why I remember a lot of those punchlines. The YMW Melly line and make the music that pacifying, and then the sexy red reference. Like these are all metaphors. This is all the stuff we're talking about. Kendrick gave us plenty of memorable lines in there.
XR says people slow. The Maybach gloves, the shorty jersey. It was a mole troll, a joke after Pusha. No eyes or T's were crossed. The track will be deleted. You know what this is trying to say?
He's trying to talk about Kendrick not crossing his T's and dotting his I's.
Uh-huh.
Like, we didn't heard this. People that study it, we're not slow. Trust me, we know. We waiting on it. Tell your boy Drake to go ahead and cause him to delete it.
Delete what?
Cease and desist. This song he put out.
Wait a minute. So y'all think that Kendrick's informant is a fraud?
It's not y'all. It's him.
XR, you think that the person who is giving Kendrick the information is not even a valid source? They're just feeding him false information to make him look stupid? Is that what you're saying? Do y'all believe that?
No, because that's how that industry operates. So for bro to call us slow, like that's how that industry operates. Of course, that's what they're gonna make it appear as if it's cool. Tell your boy
I believe
Drake,
it.
Tell your boy Drake if this stuff is false, your boy Drake should already have this in the chamber ready.
Right.
We shouldn't be waiting for no week. So Drake need to drop something if it's false. Go ahead and drop your joint and shut us up.
That's I think it's true. Dusty says Drake is PM Dawn. We all saw what a real MC does to rapper. K.R.I.T was doing MC stuff. Drake is a rapper like Eazy-E. A real MC is like Black Thought or 3 Stacks. Cube. Those are MCs. Drake is not.
That's what we're saying. from a strictly.
But can y'all understand where I'm coming from now?
I'm trying to tell you no. Like you gave a whole. You kept repeating this whole criteria that I'm telling you that most people are saying Euphoria meets. Like I'm literally telling you that people, the consensus is going to be, you are one of the 5% of people who don't think Euphoria had a nice beat, who his cadence wasn't killing Drake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody is
listen to Euphoria.
Everybody is going to say that Euphoria like meets all of that criteria. Like, we don't understand. Like, there is no way you listening to Euphoria compared to Push Up. Like, this is the joint. Like, this is what we compare it to. Like, compare it to that. No.
Let me listen.
Like, you wouldn't do you no justice to just hear it now and then be trying to dissect this stuff. Because if it's stuff you don't understand,
I don't like this. This is boring.
The song that's the problem with women. The song just started. It's 5 seconds in the song. You talking about boring? This is exactly the problem we're talking about.
Okay, that is.
See how you just skip the whole, like, you, like, come on, man. Like, you
I'm going for the beat.
But you just listen to the whole song. Don't be skipping no song.
I can't. It's on YouTube.
You listen to 5 seconds of something.
I can't play it on YouTube.
But you see what you did though. You listen to 5 seconds of something said it's boring. I ain't listen to 5 seconds of Drake and say it's trash. I'll listen to the whole Drake and then reach the conclusion. Like, come on, bro.
I gotta skim through it, my man. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, these 5 seconds and just trash.
Now that part go hard. Now that do go hard. I'm not gonna lie on that one.
I'm trying to. You really could just not break this down on the channel. Like, we don't want to.
Okay, that go too. Okay, you're right. You're right. Okay, I'll give you it. I would still I don't know. I think I would still prefer Drake's instrumentals though. His production. But that do go hard though. The Euphoria do go hard. It did start off boring as hell, but okay.
It started off that way for a reason. Like, do you hear what he said in the beginning? He didn't need to be, because he was speaking poetically in the beginning, so it started off like that for a reason. Like, did you hear what he did when he said the bar that I just said? I make music that electrifying. Drake make music that pacifying. That was during that part. He put that in there like that for a reason. That's why it started off like that. You have T Grizzly song first day out, like it built up to the beat breaking. You know what I'm saying? Then when the beat broke, it went crazy. Kendrick did that with that exact song.
Jay Butler says, you say you want to think and shake ass. Impossible. You can't think and shake ass.
It's a time and a place to shake ass, and it's a time and a place to think. Name me one shaking ass song that's making me think.
That song I just played. Now you just said that I just told you Euphoria to beat, like you can shake your ass to that.
We're not shaking our ass to that beat. What we're talking about.
You're a man, of course not.
You're making the beat seem like it was not good. I'm telling you the beat was good. We're not saying it's good in the fact that it makes people want to dance. We're telling you that the beat is good quality. So when we telling you that a beat is good, we're not talking about shaking ass. We're just telling you the production, that beat is good. That's a great beat. It's a great beat. We're not talking about dancing. That's you that keep bringing dancing into it. When we tell you that a beat is good, it's a way to have a good beat without having to dance to it. That's a such thing, you know. You don't have to dance to every beat. You have dance records like Kid and Play. They make dance music. So you have music that make you want to dance. You have beats that make you want to dance. Then you have solid beats like Ambitions as a Rider that just make you want to bob your head and vibe out. That's one of those beats. When you hear that Euphoria beat, you want to sit and you want to listen to what dude is saying.
The same thing with but see, I feel the same way about the last record that he released though. I don't feel like that beat is a shake your ass vibe beat, but he still bodied him. So I'm able to do that.
Just had to, but the dude says shaking your ass and thinking impossible. I'm telling you, I'm confirming that. There's no beat where you're gonna
y'all men just don't understand.
Play that in the club. Euphoria is not going to be played in the club, and women going to be shaking their ass. That's not going to happen.
I would shake my ass to that.
That's not going to happen.
We would definitely shake our ass to that.
Kendrick Lamar,
Rashad says,
if that was the case, then that type of music would be more popular. No, y'all not. Y'all gonna shake your ass to I Can't Talk to Broke Boys. That's why that music is in the club.
Hold on. Rashad said Kendrick is doing a surgical summer, but Drake's is bringing heat. Drizzy up after Family Matters. Okay, we got a Drake in the fan. We got a Draco in the comments. So So Rashad, you feel like Family Matters is bodying Meet the Grams?
See, keyword. He said after Family Matters, but something was dropped after Family Matters. This the whole point. I'm saying you gotta watch how people word their stuff. They word stuff incorrectly. He's up after Family Matters, but Kendrick dropped something right after that.
XR says, check the artwork carefully. A plant. What did this say? Shout out to Antoine again. It says, Mr. Dan is my old YouTube name. Oh, okay. What happened to you? I do remember you, Mr. Dan. Weren't you? You was a moderator, weren't you? It's I like this. I like that. I hate this and I hate that. It's subjective. You can't tell me Drake's not putting up a battle. I respect both as MCs. Side note, my favorite MC is Lupe Fiasco. Would watch both. Shout out to Lupe. Eric liked Lupe too.
It ain't you. No, dude.
I like Lupe.
Bruh said that Drake set the standard for this. Dude, he said Drake set the standard for this record. What I'm saying is Kendrick set a new standard. That's what I'm talking about. Kendrick set a new standard for diss records.
Like you did say that. You did say that, Antoine.
So what is we talking about not giving Drake? We didn't all say Family Matters is cool. No, not none of us are dissing Family. I'm dissing push-ups. That was trash. That was AI generated garbage. I ain't diss Family Matters though. That was cool. But that's
so do y'all feel like Family Matters was AI generated?
It didn't body anything from Kendrick though. Is what I'm saying. Like, did you say body? That's no Vaseline. Like that's bodying something.
My love over here like this. Well, I'm watching you on.
That's when you body somebody. Hit them up.
My love looks stressed out.
Like hit them up, body folks to the point where they couldn't even really respond to that. They had to kill my man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's bodying. Family Matters ain't body nothing. But people talking about Meet the Gram, man, that body like this is what. But that's what
that Meet the Gram's dead body.
People heard Family Matters and was just
that's closed casket to me.
People heard Family Matters and was like, oh, this is a cool song. So that's it. Like they weren't like, oh, this body in Kendrick. They was, oh, this is a cool song. Drake flowing. That's it.
Dusty say Drake is not an MC. So what's the difference between an MC and a rapper, my love?
Man, that to me again, when I break down what a rapper is, that I don't get into them conversations anymore. But to me, what a rapper is more, I'm gonna break it down in wrestling terms. You got the WWE, which is obviously entertainment, and you got people who actually wrestle. That's focused on the technical aspect or technical skill of wrestling. So you got your people that do the TV stuff, and you got your people that literally master the technical aspect of wrestling. Rapping is the same way. Rapping, you got people that do it strictly for entertainment, and then you got people that's actually striving to master the craft with like a black thought. Like he takes that craft seriously. All the elements you talking about, he takes that seriously. He studies the craft from the DJing to the graffiti to the MCing to all that to the break dancing. Like that's what embodies.
I think I need to rephrase what I'm saying though, because to your point, J83, he says how many women would shake their ass to Ether. Ether is not a shake your ass record, but I feel like the beat is quality. It is something that's a vibe though. So I feel like if it's a vibe, like you can feel it, you can ride to it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm talking about. But as far as you know,
that's what we were telling you that we was like Euphoria is that
right? Like, it is that. I agree with that.
That's what we're trying to tell you. When you were saying Drake was up, push-ups is not that. Like push-up is easily the weakest thing I heard out of them two. Easily.
Okay, y'all corrected me.
Hands down. That's push-up. The Drake got the weakest song out of everything that they dropped, hands down.
Cause no, I would shake my ass to Ether, but I would put Ether on and be vibing out like, yeah, he ripping this shit. It's a nice beat. You know what I mean? So yeah, let me rephrase what I'm saying. So to me, it's about the vibe. It's about the cadence, the delivery, the metaphors, the cheap shots and all of that. Like it's all of that. I ain't gonna say I gotta shake my ass per se, but it gotta be a vibe to where like, yeah, I could ride to this. You know, I'm not gonna skip this track. I'm not gonna get bored with it. I'm not gonna feel like, oh, yawn, you know. So valid points being made. Thank you, Swift and Wesson. It says Chris Brown still has the best diss. Did you hear Chris Brown and Quavo? Chris Brown bodied Quavo. Do you understand? Do you understand? Now, I heard that Chris Brown originally wanted to be a rapper, but they said because he had a lisp that he would be better off as a singer or some shit like that. I believe I heard that way back in the day. Like he wanted to originally be a rapper before a singer. I can tell because the way he went in on Quavo it wasn't even funny.
But then at the same time, but Chris Brown, I fooled Chris Brown. But beating Quavo ain't nothing to brag. I don't care about that. Like that ain't hard. To me, yeah, out rapping Quavo or bashing him is not that complicated.
No, you're right. Hold on.
I mean, but yeah, he did, but I don't. It's Quavo.
Mama, they trying to make it seem like I be having you in prison. Like you got to deal with me and I'm a headache. No, I'm not.
But people,
I make his life peaceful.
But people
Skinny
don't
boy.
even, but even before that, Kendrick cool, but people don't even realize because he did this before when he did that Control joint. And but the person who really got blackballed for all those people ain't respond to was Big K.R.I.T. When he responded to Kendrick when he did that Control joint, he dropped that Mount Olympus. This was years ago. That's who people ain't want no smoke with.
Oh, Mount Olympus? Oh, went hard in the motherfucker.
People talk about Jake, like you talking
y'all
about
need
J.
to give
Cole, like the people, like Big
Give Big K.R.I.T his
Big K.R.I.T is the one that then got blackballed from because he with them his peers.
Give Big K.R.I.T his tens for that Mount Olympus.
He was the one that got blackballed big time. Like he should be up there with all them.
But see, that's what I'm talking about. Like he had the cadence, he had the switch up, he had the bars. I could bounce to that, I could vibe to that. Y'all need to give Big K.R.I.T his tens.
Understand is we hear what you saying, but we telling you Kendrick Euphoria had that.
So was that the only other diss track that he had outside of Meet the Grams? No, he had 614.
No, he had his the verse that spearheaded all of that with the Future Now verse.
Oh, okay,
and that verse was started one verse, and it took Drake a week and a half to get his AI machine to respond to that.
That's not throwing no shade, my love.
That's
talking about his AI machine.
It shouldn't have taken that long for you to do that. It sounded like AI. It sounded like it, man.
Charles says, I'm not a fan of either one of them guys, but from what I'm hearing, I think Kendrick winning the battle. My favorite rapper is AZ. Shout out to AZ.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's how I wouldn't know. I'm not a big Kendrick fan. I came in that thing neutral. But now I'm coming out this thing more with more respect for dude. And AZ one of my favorite rappers, for sure.
Yeah, we like AZ.
Again, K.R.I.T responded to Kendrick when he dropped Control. And bro he ain't say nothing to K.R.I.T, you know what I'm saying? But that's right. That's because the industry person like K.R.I.T can't be. You got to ask yourself why somebody like that is not with J. Cole. K.R.I.T he better than Cole to me. He make his own beats. He produce.
I think so.
He rap. He do all that. Why is somebody like Big K.R.I.T barely? I ain't gonna say barely known, but why he not up there? It's the reason why this type of stuff is happening. And he responded. Kendrick heard that. Kendrick heard Mount Olympus.
El Tana says, how do you think this stands up to Takeover / Ether?
Ether gonna go down in the record books as one of the best diss songs. But man, I like the strategy behind what Kendrick did, and I like Euphoria and I like Meet the Grams. I like it. But Ether is just hands down one of them ones. No Vaseline, Ether, and hit them up. Like it's hard to top them to me. It's hard to top them. When them songs come on, even people that ain't rap fans know all the lyrics to them songs. Like, man, people be knowing Ether. They be knowing Hit 'em Up. They be knowing No Vaseline. I've
never heard anybody say that Jay-Z won that battle.
Well,
I'll put it like that.
I've
never heard that.
I've been in them debates, but that's another thing. But when you play them type of songs, man, people that you wouldn't think be on that type of time get in gangster mode. It's hard to beat them tracks, them type of tracks, like for sure.
XR says Graham artwork items represents Drake's enemies. Let me see. J83 says, D, if you want to know the difference between rapper and MC, go back and rewatch Dipset versus Locks. That's the difference.
Right there, which is what I'm saying. Like that, like
okay, that makes sense.
Like, but again, just like that, you got the wrestling, you got the people that actually do that. Like to be a technical wrestler, you got to master all the elements of wrestling. But to be in the WWE, like you don't really have to know how to wrestle for real.
Rashad he said, definitely Meet the Grams was deep, but Drake is barring him up crazy and eating the industry on the side. He's attacking like a scorpion. Get over here. Whoopsie. Okay, we got some Drake heads in here, some Dracos.
The same Drake, man.
That is, Rashad, you're the only one coming through swinging, man. This shit crazy. Swift says you got the suburban people versus run people. I'm confused. I don't know what you're talking about. Who the run people, my love? Am I caught up? Let me go to the bottom. Well, I'm ready to eat now. Dusty says, people arguing Drake won is what happens when you lose the foundation of the culture. This is what Pac was talking about was going to happen to the culture. This is one of the results of meeting that killed hip hop.
This is what we saying. This is what we're saying.
Y'all know what else I think they're going to try to do? I think they're going to try to incorporate something to where they make AI be the new standard. So they ain't got to pay these artists. But look, y'all, me and my husband, we were just in the kitchen, downstairs, chopping it up about it. I said, you know what? Hold on. Say less. Let's get the people in on this conversation, see what they have to say. And yeah, y'all pretty much bodied me up, but it's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? We had a few of y'all probably, I'm hoping in the chat that could understand my perspective a little bit, to see where I was coming from. Now, I am going to go ahead and stand on business and say that, okay, according to y'all's logic, Kendrick did, in my opinion, win if he came through with that knockout. He came through with that closed casket, So, yeah. But, yeah, we still going to give Drake his credit. I like his beat selection. I like his cadence. I liked his little, bars and whatever, his shot that he was taking. Look, I like a little tea. I like a little shade, baby. So we're going to still give him his. Look at my husband, y'all. He like, this shit. We still going to give Drake his credit, but we do have to go ahead and give that ultimate trophy to K.R.I.T. We do. Until further notice, because we don't know what Drake gonna do next. Drake may come through with that Draco. We don't know. So yeah. But I appreciate y'all for pulling up with us. Yeah, y'all continue to let me know how y'all feel in the comments. If you catch the playback, y'all let me know. But yeah, we thought we would bring this to y'all and see what y'all's opinion and perspective was. And the majority, if not all of y'all, agree with my husband and telling me to shut my bitch ass up. So, but it's okay. I'm just a woman, right? And I don't know what I'm talking about, which I really don't when it comes to hip hop. I really don't. I just know what I like. I know it sounds good. I know it's a vibe. And I know what's skill. And so I just go based upon that. I'm not really in the trenches like y'all in the trenches. So y'all would know how to break down every bar by bar and every line. And y'all would know, what the double entendre was. And like y'all know all of that, So, okay, it is what it is. But any final words, my love, before we wrap this up?
That's what we trying to get y'all to do, is to be more appreciative of that type of art, so that type of art can be more accepted on the worldwide stand. So that's why we get so angry about that, because man, that type of music, like you literally just had to play that beat back and was like, oh, this ain't too bad. That's what we be trying to tell y'all. If y'all just sit and listen to this thing, like just sit with it, the stuff is not bad. But y'all, if it don't instantly make you want to shake your ass, instantly you write it off.
That ain't right.
You just have
that
to
is
play
true.
It, but you just have to play it back and just have to admit that this is not bad. That's what we're trying to tell y'all. We need to get more people to value that type of music, because they are pushing forth an agenda to get us to devalue that type of music, and it's been going on for too long. So we can't have people just automatically writing that type of music off. It's a time and a place for all that type of music. So just because something ain't instantly making you want to shake your ass, don't necessarily mean that.
Now I don't have to want to instantly shake my ass. Like, I just need it. I need to feel it though.
Even if, which is again, sometimes like it's a time and a place.
I gotta be able to ride to it, vibe to it at least.
It's a time and a place for all of that type of music though. So what I'm saying is, man, we just that what he is doing, it should be just appreciated. But it shouldn't be anybody.
You're saying it should be widely accepted.
Widely appreciated.
Yeah.
But when you got the dominant spending culture saying that it's boring, because that's what women saying, like they don't.
Hold on, my love. Mystical Harmonizer, thank you for your cash out. He says Drake stealing everybody lyrics.
He been doing that. He stole Dead Prez's lyrics. Like he stole my boys' lyrics. Like he didn't stole all type of. Don't get me started on that. You stealing lyrics from Dead Prez. Like Drake he been biting. He been doing that. So, but we ain't.
Is he biting or paying homage?
Biting. He ain't. How you gonna pay homage, but then nobody know he stole the lyrics? Like you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't give Dead Prez no shout out. He stole it. He stole the bar. He stole the bar. Like dude just been an overall cornball from folks. That's why some of us stopped fooling with dude, because we realized like, man.
I stopped fooling with Drake because I just couldn't get into the music. I couldn't get into the music no more.
But when you got the dominant spending culture, like it
got corny.
Our voice is suppressed. So when black men stand up and we ride behind Kendrick, that means nothing. We need women to ride behind that, because that's.
I'm riding.
But I'm saying, if I wasn't in this mix, your whole opinion would be basically we got kids. Like if I wasn't.
No, I don't. J83 got some D1 Uncle Luke beats for this track.
But I'm saying,
no, I don't.
If
don't do that.
If I didn't have this conversation, if we didn't have this, your whole post was. If I never said anything, your whole post was like, "Oh man, Drake was winning." He wasn't winning. So like, if it wasn't no intervention in this thing, man, you would have been riding with the fact. You would have seriously been thinking Drake was competing with this man. No, you not. That ain't
Drake was.
That ain't respected. That ain't respecting what Kendrick did, man.
My he was
like.
Listen,
push up is AI generated and garbage.
How you know it's AI?
You can listen to that song again. I've been in. Come on, man, just listen to the song. Just listen to the song. Listen to Drake. Listen to Drake before this. Just listen to the song. It wasn't hard to tell. So when people were saying
AI.
It was not hard. It's not hard to tell. When I listen to that song, I can tell.
Okay, AI or not, all I'm saying was.
How you gonna say that what Kendrick said, meet the grounds, I can see that being true, but then when we say AI, it was AI generated, I can't see that being true. But you picking and choosing what
I didn't know Kendrick said that in the
He said that. What I'm saying, that's he said it in the song. It's 20 verse 1. Even if I got to go against the AI, like that's what the dude.
Oh, okay.
He put that in the.
But how you know he just wasn't saying that as a cheap shot? You know what I mean?
That was the whole. That was the leak. That was the rumor, and you can tell, man. Like just listening to when you listen to as much music as we listen to, you can tell.
NYG's. Now I ain't gonna lie, on that last song that he did release, it didn't quite sound like Drake. It did say some parts sounded AI.
Push-Up sounded worse.
NYG says Drake is losing like when somebody is getting kicked in the head. What you talking about? NYG, don't confuse me. What are you talking about? Look, y'all, all I was saying was Drake was holding his own.
That ain't what you said. You said Drake was winning.
He did win some battles.
This is the point that we're making here. This is exactly
what I give up.
Y'all win.
So to my point, which is what I'm saying, if I wasn't in this conversation, you would have been Drake won. And this is what they want, and this is what we are saying. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, no. And then when you say that, you push there, you keeping the agenda alive.
So now I'm part of the agenda.
Because that's what they want. They targeting women. That's why when we ride with somebody, it really don't mean much. If the women rocking with it and fooling with it, that's what they gonna put in the forefront. They hitting y'all, but they targeting y'all. So we need more y'all to be like, nah, we ain't fooling with this garbage.
It ain't garbage though.
But again, when you say something, you gave a criteria and you made it seem like you don't understand the way you made Euphoria seem. And that is one of the better diss tracks that we have had in years. And you just made it seem like that was nothing. That's what you made it seem like. I'm trying to tell you what you made it seem like. And this dude, you made it seem like push-ups, which again, you couldn't quote barely anything from that. It took you 30 minutes to give us some lines, and I'm giving you like 10 lines out the gate from Euphoria. But you made it seem like that was nothing. Because it, again, and you talking about...
my memory ain't that good to be quoting bar for bar.
You don't understand how you was making it like the double entendres. Like, yeah, I can't break all that down. That's part of the problem, though. So look it up. Like if you heard something that didn't make sense, deal with it. Tap in. That's gonna help. That's helping the culture. Don't just write it off and say, "Well, I don't understand that," or I ain't got time for the double entendres. Don't write just because you ain't got time for
or
it.
I don't know what the reference is.
So go find it out.
But how do I know what I need to go and research if it's going over my head?
So this is what we telling you. So this is how we know. We used to write down lyrics back in the day, and then we used to study the lyrics. If we didn't understand something, like we literally used to study lyrics. I used to have books. We used to write down what we heard. Then we used to get on the computer like we are studying stuff that we did not understand. Literally, I promise you. Like the Y&W Melly line. I'm sure. Do you know what that line? Did you know what that line was referencing?
The who?
Y&W Melly. When he said,
"Yeah, you told me."
But I'm saying before I told you.
No.
So you could have simply looked up Y&W Melly. That would have been the first thing popped up. How he shot his friends. You would have been like, oh. Then you would have better understood the line. So then when you play it back, you're like, okay, now I get it. Daft Punk. You know who Daft Punk is?
No.
Exactly. Google them and you're going to see how they walk around. Go Google that.
Hold on, let me read this super chat. Dusty says, Eve's direction on is why our women need our leadership. The powers that be never want to see a Mr. Bell walk in the door. Keep leading, fam. That's true, because my husband is helping me to have a broader scope and perspective, because I would have never reached this level of understanding had y'all not, as men, broke it down to me and gave it to me. And I really like how you brought up the boxing reference, because that helped me to be able to say, well, in that case, Kendrick did win, in my opinion. Andrew says Kendrick is definitely up right now. I'm wondering what else Kendrick has on Drake, because this is crazy. That's what I'm saying. I feel like that last track buried Drake. And again, I feel like it was only scratching the surface. So Drake, in my opinion, shut up, Andrew. Skinny Boy says Danica is Illuminati. Mama, they say I'm Illuminati.
Dude, I'm trying to tell you. You don't understand. I'm telling you this how that's like. This is the agenda. I'm telling you the truth.
He told you to run from me.
What I'm telling you is.
I know y'all fucking lying. Skinny Boy, hold on.
Dude, like that's what we.
Let me put you in timeout. Hold on, because you thought.
I'm trying to tell you.
Where Skinny Boy go? As soon as I find your ass, you getting put in timeout. I know you fucking lying. You lucky I can't find you. El Professor says, much respect, Mr. Bell. Thank you, El Professor. Hold on. If I miss you, I'm so sorry. I really do appreciate all of y'all. Oh, there you go. You should have never said nothing. I found you now, Skinny Boy. Thompson, no. Yep, in my white tee. Put user in timeout for 10 seconds. The fuck? I'm the Illuminati. You should have never said nothing. I ain't called him. Got him. Get over here. Got to be more careful. Miss Candy said that Kendrick winning. Y'all don't show no grace. All I was saying was, but then upon further review, okay, y'all got me. I'm just gonna be quiet. J83 says, revisit Drake versus Meek Mill. Meek actually won with the facts. He said, but Drake was the bigger star and fan base wanted for him.
That's how I feel about exactly. That's how I feel about LL Cool J and Cannabis. I feel like Cannabis really won, but LL Cool J had more stardom behind it. But lyrically, man, Cannabis ripping the shit. That's what I'm saying. Like that type of.
Kendrick just dropped again. When? Just now? I know y'all lying. Andrew says story of how you say that, my love?
What?
Adidine?
Adidine?
What's this word?
Man, I can't. That's what I'm saying. I can't see. Oh, this man, I think it's Adidine.
Adidine? Yeah, we don't know what the fuck.
I'm saying,
Nostalgia Part 2 is coming. Kendrick and Pusha collab on the way. So Kendrick and Pusha T getting ready to link. That's gonna be crazy. I know y'all
The
lying.
crazy part ain't
Thank you, Dusty.
The crazy part ain't even happened yet. I hope Drake get other people involved, so my boy Kendrick can get his camp, like some of his cast involved.
NYG says, my bad, D. I meant to say Drake is losing, like that part in the fight when the person is on the floor getting kicked in the head. Oh, okay. So y'all saying Drake balled up like this now, just getting kicked in the head. Y'all ain't shit.
And he said it in the song. He said he Terrence Crawford. He whooped his feet. So he said he's knocking dude out. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said.
Man, y'all crazy.
I'm
caught him.
A battle rap fan, so I can tell you from a battle rap fan perspective, Kendrick won. That's not really even.
So are y'all saying that Kendrick just dropped another? Hold on, let me see. Y'all know y'all be lying. Y'all be lying. I'm trying to eat, y'all. Hold on. Kendrick, did he just drop something, my love?
I'm sitting here just like you sitting here. I don't know.
No, he didn't. Y'all be lying. Sick Touch is coming. It says, nah, I was joking. LOL. It would just be funny if it happened. My bad. Look, don't get me excited. Shit. This crazy. Okay, so we all agree for the most part that Kendrick did win. Okay, so we're gonna get him his W. Even though I do feel like Drake was keeping up with my criteria a little bit better. But upon further review, okay, because I did like Euphoria beat. You know, the beginning part boring. But yeah, the beat switch up was nice. So we gonna give it. We're
calling it boring, man.
The beginning was boring with the beat.
It's not boring. Do you understand why the beat was sounding like that?
Because he wanted you to listen to the what he was saying.
Boring. It was necessary.
Okay, it was necessary, but it was still boring to me.
It just started. He's trying to get you to hear something, man. You don't need to call.
You can get me to hear something with a nice.
It would have taken away from what he was
No,
saying.
to me, in my opinion, it makes it land and stick
you
harder.
You don't remember what Drake said. You don't remember what the folks said anyway, so it don't matter. You can't recall no bar from the Drake song. So why now all of a sudden you saying it would have mattered? You can't remember what the folks saying to begin with. So now that's why he did that. He had.
So that proved my point though. If I'm having a difficult time remembering what something I like, can you imagine what something I don't?
It ain't.
Antoine says Lupe, Nas, Kendrick, Mos Def, Talib Kweli, Common, J. Cole, etc. I support the conscious hip hop community. I agree with Mr. Bell on that. We do have to keep the community alive. Y'all wanna beat me up and kick me while I'm down like I'm Drake.
We not trying.
Y'all treat me like I'm Drake.
You don't understand.
The fuck is wrong with y'all?
You don't understand your word usage. Like it's it's a way to criticize. You calling something boring when it just started.
It was.
No,
it didn't grab my attention. It put me to sleep.
We're supposed to grab your attention. So when you take that and put that in consideration, it wasn't supposed to be the beat. So when you hear what he said, that's what grabs your attention. So again, this is how you objectively look at something and measure it. The song just started off with, it's boring. No, listen to what he's saying. That's the point why I started off that way. And then the beat did what it did. He did that. That's how the beat was structured on purpose.
I'm still saying Kendrick won, my love.
I'm saying though, but you in the same breath, but that was boring though. But it played for every bit of 5 to 10 seconds, and it was the instrumental.
Live from New York says Drake is not his own person. Drake is an entire team of writers and industry execs telling him what to do. Kendrick is actually his own person. Even Rick Ross' fake ass is his own person.
And that's
whoopsie.
Exactly. Rick Ross is Rick Ross. He's a funny dude, but I don't care for him. But man, I will agree with that. That's what I'm saying. Like we coming in this thing, objectively looking at the situation. We all know where Drake is.
They say Drake is over. They say I can rap better than Drake.
I promise you. Drake
just dropped again. Y'all be lying. Andrew says, I feel like this isn't over, but it should be if Drake is smart. I gotta give props to Drake for responding, but definitely want Kendrick to win. And that's what I'm saying. Like, can we at least give Drake's a E for effort? You know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna say that he was washed, okay, but can he at least get an E for effort? Because he did hold his own though. Y'all ain't shit. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. I appreciate y'all for coming in and joining in on the debate between me and my husband. But I mean, at the end of the day, y'all right. It is what it is, though. You know, y'all did school me. You know, put me in my place. It's cool. But I'm still gonna stand on my own business and take my pride with me. Amen. But yeah, y'all keep the conversation going. Let me know how y'all feel and what your perspective is and your breakdown as far as the whys, the whats, you know, the hows, all of that. We appreciate all of that. Johnny said Drake won. Hold on. Did Drake drop something else? Let me see. If I was Drake, I would shut up, honestly, because clearly he ain't dropped nothing else. Clearly, Kendrick got some real life info on him. I would shut up. I would just be quiet. Moving forward, if I was Drake, I would just do like little sneak disses. You know, I wouldn't come up with an actual diss song. But Cece said a great debate it was. You know, I lost the debate, but it's okay. Like Cece, I'm still gonna have my pride. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But keep the conversation going. I'm gonna see y'all in the next dope discussion. Dusty says Drake raps like the diddler. Okay, we done with y'all. Y'all ain't shit. I would say like the video, share the video, and subscribe, but this is not one of them kind of dope discussions. This was just us shooting and kicking the breeze and letting y'all in on our personal conversations. But if you want to, go ahead and like the video, share the video, and subscribe. You know, get people to join in on the conversation. But we gotta eat, you know. So we out. Peace, y'all, and thank you all so very much for all the love and support. Y'all are super duper dope. Big shout out to all of y'all. Peace.